Hola, my lovelies. It's me, author Alexandrian Fonte, coming back. Not with a new review, though. We got some stuff to talk about today before we actually start back into the review. So, number one, the gift cards. We're trying to give you guys gift cards, but no one is responding down there. Basically, all you have to do is give a shout out more than once. Like, click on the videos and watch them and leave a comment as to whether you think, it could be something as simple as you think you would have liked a little bit more review or a little bit less review, or do you think we should tell the endings? Because on this channel we don't tell the endings, but if you guys actually want the end, then just let us know. Also, you can make a suggestion on a book that you think that we should review. Um, and then basically just put that down there in the comments section, and it will let us know what you guys think. And also um, it enters you in the drawing for the Amazon gift cards. I mean, we bought them so we could give them out to you guys, the readers. Unfortunately, authors aren't allowed to participate in that because we want the readers to feel free to comment and say whatever it is that they want, but also because if we're reviewing your book and they really liked it, then they can take that gift card and go and purchase your book. So that's kind of really the only reason why authors aren't really allowed to participate in that. But it doesn't stop you from making comments on the reviews. Joel Harris, I think he might have gotten a little upset because I said something about the way his depiction of the character was in his book, but he wanted to clarify it so you guys would know that my interpretation of how that character was portrayed was not what he meant, and it was not how he wrote her. It was my interpretation, which sometimes, unfortunately, we as readers, we interpret something the way that we see it, and that was the way that I saw it. But he did a shout out to let you guys know that that's not at all what he meant. That's not at all how he tried to portray that character. So authors, you have the right to comment on your reviews as well, respectfully though. And so that's one way that you can interact to be able to just help the channel along, because although you're not eligible for the $50 gift card, you're still eligible to have your books on here as many times as you choose if you like the reviews and the way in which they're going. But you also have to remember that every review may not be to your liking, because readers interpret the way that they feel that the book makes them feel. So, number two, I have a little chart over here. Number two, the channel itself. Okay, so we have gone down to 3 days a week. But remember, there are 7 days of the week. So what we are going to do, what Jen and I came up with, is to guest author from you guys out there. So basically, all you have to do for this, because I will be going Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So that leaves open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday. And so what we're going to do is we're going to give those spots, because I unfortunately can't come on the rest of the days. But we told you guys that this would be a 6 or 7 day review channel to get everyone's books out there. So basically what we're going to do is those 4 days are going to be up for grabs. So if you would like to do a guest review, basically all you have to do is go and make a review of your own, whichever book that you choose. Remember, it has to be an indie author in order for it to be on this channel. So if you found an indie author, like say you're out there and you really loved Kenesha Knowles' book, Or say you might have liked one of my books. I can't review my own books, but I'm still an indie author. So you could do a review of it and then send it in to us. And basically, what we will do is on one of those 4 days of the week that I'm not on here, we will post your review for the readers to see. And then you become the reviewer for that day. So basically, all you have to do is make your review and then send it to multiculturalromancelatina at gmail.com. Once again, that's multiculturalromancelatina at gmail.com. So make your review and then just pop that sucker on over to us, and then we will watch it, and then we will post it. And if it's a significant review, because remember, you can review someone's book without having to be mean or without having to be petty or catty. Review the technical issues of the book, if there are some, softly, and then tell us why you liked or you didn't like this book. And then we will post it on the channel in one of those 4 days. Now remember, Monday through Thursday is romance only. So if you're going to do a romance, and say you wanted to do an IR romance, remember, IR goes Monday through Wednesday. And you can do a multicultural romance, a black woman, white man romance, an black woman, Asian romance, a Asian man and a Hindi, woman romance. It doesn't matter as long as it falls in that category of multicultural or interracial romance. And then on Thursday, we do Caucasian romance. So if there is a Caucasian author out there that you really like, that's an indie author, then do it for that day. And then Friday, remember, is fiction only. So if you want to review a fiction book, remember, indie fiction only, then your book review would go on for Friday. Saturday is usually nothing. But if you guys are going to be doing the guest interviews, then it's totally cool. We could do a review on Saturdays as well. So Saturdays would be another fiction day. So your fiction review would either go on Friday or Saturday. And then Sundays is NYA and YA only. Now, I have to make some clarifications for that. When I say NYA, I'm meaning up to 18. Anything over 18 that might have sex in it, that might have things like that, massive profanity, that kind of stuff, that's not for that day. Because if you write NYA and you actually put in all those parameters, then technically that's an adult book, even though it still fits in the NYA genre because the character might only be from 18 to 21. Even still, to me, that's adult. So I would rather you send that review in on a regular day. And that's pretty much it. And so we will begin announcing the guest reviewers as soon as we start getting the guests. Now, tomorrow I will be doing short reviews. What I'm going to be doing for the rest of the time until after July 4th, unfortunately, because I have 6 books that are slated to come out July 4th. So July 4th, 5th, and between the 4th and the 10th. So I really can't do the longer reviews and the reviews for our submission authors. I'm not actually going to be able to touch those until after. Like, it depends. If you have a short read that is no more than 80 pages and you want me to review it and you want to submit to the channel, ooh, I'm loving that. Come on in. Bring it in. Send it to me now because that's what I'm looking for. I want short reads from now until July 10th because I won't be able to review the longer reads. So if you want to submit to the channel and you have a short read that's no longer than 80 pages, that is beautiful. you please come on and submit it to us now. It can be in any of those genres. Remember, we don't do Christian, we don't do street hustle, we don't do nonfiction. Those are the only categories, I'm sorry, that we don't do. So if you are an LGBT author who has a short read that's 80 pages or less, bring it on in, send it to us. Basically, you know what you have to do? You have to make it a Mobi or a ebook, and then you attach it to your email, and then we will get it. If your book is 99 cents or whatever, or like from, I would say $2.99 on down, then right now I can pick it up. I prefer that you send it to me, but I can totally pick it up. But anything other than that, I'm not going to be able to, because I told you guys I'm moving back to New York next month. So basically all of my finances are tied up right now. So basically that's pretty much it for that, as far as the channel and the reviews are going. We will still be doing the reviews, especially I'm really loving the idea of, my son came up with that idea. And then Jen and I just basically ran with it. So I'm really loving the idea of having the guest reviewers the 4 days a week, and then that also frees me up to do what I need to do, because I don't know if you guys remember, I told you that Jen went back to Hawaii, so she won't be here for the rest of the year, and then, you know, her grandmother's not doing well, and so her mind is just really not on this right now. So I'm pretty much holding the channel myself. So I think that was an awesome idea that my son came up with. Thanks, Matthias. To basically let us continue to review the 6 and 7 days a week. So just remember, if you have a short read, please send that in. And so that is all that I will be doing from now until July 10th. I will be reviewing short reads of 80 pages or less until after I get over this hump of my books having to come out as well. Because you guys remember, I'm an author too. And then one of my series hasn't had a book in 3 years because I've been working on so many other projects. And then my readers are getting like really antsy, sending me emails, like hate email. No, I'm just joking. But like, what this book? So basically, yeah, I need to get that step out. So that's for that. Okay, next we're doing, okay, we talked about the short stories. My own release dates will keep me from doing, you know, the channel like I want to. So, but I will do a book cover review, and let you guys see what I've actually been working on. And that way, you know, you can see what I do as well. So that's pretty much it to this video tonight. I want you guys to desperately come on in and send me those books to review, the short reads especially. And even if you want to send your book in to be reviewed at a later date, like say you have a book coming out in October, and you want the reviews and the review channel to do it before that time, you can still send your book in now. Unfortunately, we just won't be able to get to you right now. We won't be able to get to any of the longer books that we have waiting in the wings. So all you authors out there who have already submitted to us and you keep looking at the channel like, where's my book? That's why we're putting them on the back burner until after July 10th. And then we'll delve into them like nonstop, because I think we have at least 6 authors who are pretty much waiting in the wings. So that's just an update for you guys to know that your book is going to be on the channel. It's just not right now. It won't be on until after July 10th. And for everyone who wants to submit a book with 80 pages or less, you could do that right now, because I will be reading those. Those are the books that I will be reviewing from now until July 10th. And for all of the submission videos, if you want to do a book longer than 80 pages, that is totally cool, which basically takes up the slack for me. So I will definitely appreciate that. And then at the end of the year, I'm sure we will do some big kind of something to appreciate and thank you guys. So if you want to be a guest reviewer, I will say this once again, please send us your submission video to multiculturalromancelatina@gmail.com. Once again, multiculturalromancelatina@gmail.com. And that is where you send your submission video. And that is pretty much it for tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow with a short review. I'm not exactly sure who I'm going to read tomorrow because Jen hasn't actually sent me a book, so I'm going to have to go look for myself. If you have an 80-page book that's or less and you are an indie author and you want me to review your book right now and it's on Amazon.com, put it down there in the post and I will definitely check you out. And that is pretty much it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love. Thanks. Bye.